Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Ameya and we are discussing about block diagram reduction. In the previous videos, we have discussed about the rules and we tried to solve one problem on the block diagram reduction. Then let us discuss about some important points to remember for your block diagram reduction problems. Okay. So first very basic rule which you can have is the product of transfer function in feed forward direction must remain same. So that is what we use to derive these rules. This output of the function should not change. Okay, whatever changes you are doing in block diagrams, output should remain same. So always keep eye on that. The second again is very simple. The product of transfer functions around the loop must remain same. This also we discussed in the feedback eliminating feedback rule function, that whatever product we are trying to get from the feedback function eliminating feedback loop, that also should remain same. Third very important step, try to simplify diagram. After 2-3 steps you should observe that diagram is getting simplified. If you are not simplifying a diagram and keep on adding summing points and takeoff point in your block, you are making that diagram more complicated. Okay, so keep eye on that. After 2-3 steps your block diagram must look simplified. Okay, now the fourth point is from exam point of view. If you have some marks assigned for that block diagram, if it is for 10 marks, the whole problem should get solved somewhere around 10 marks. Okay, so try to keep eye on the marks assigned and the steps which you are doing. If the problem is asked for 10 marks and you are doing 15 steps to solve the diagram, that means you are doing something wrong. Okay, no, nobody will ask you to solve the block diagram of 20 steps for 10 marks. Okay, then again a very simple rule, the to simplify a block diagram you can always try to move summing points towards the input and moving takeoff point towards the output. Why this so? We have seen the components of block diagram. The general block diagram, what you can see a structure, the on the left hand side at the start there is always a summing point, and on the right hand side there is always a takeoff point. Okay, so that is the basic structure of the block diagram. So if you try to move your summing point towards input, that means you are basically simplifying your diagram to the original structure. Okay, same way for the takeoff point. If a takeoff point, you will always try to move that towards the output. Now very important, this is not the standard rules. Okay, you need to understand these things and try to implement it. This can be only possible with the practice. Okay, so at least try to solve 4 5 10 number of problems of block diagram reduction, so that you will get a good confidence to solve any problem which is coming in the exam for block diagram reduction. Okay, so keep remember these points, keep remember rules, and try to apply those rules and these points in the problem which is coming for the exam. Thank you for joining. I am Amey.